Hi, this is Jerry King, and I'm back with another segment. It's been a while um since I've done a video. So today I'm going to talk about void stars in Chinese metaphysics, not just about four pillars of destiny, but also how it's used in other methods as well. Um, yeah, so basically the void stars, there's a table that you can follow, or you can actually calculate the stars itself. Okay. I have this table here. You guys can probably just copy it down, screenshot, do whatever you want with this. Okay. So um here we go. You can see there's a specific pattern in place. So for example, right here we have this first pattern. So let's just say you got your 加之丑 ding yin. So it goes all the way down. And then so basically you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you got gui, right? So you got 甲乙丙丁戊己庚辛壬癸. And then it stops there, stops right there. So you got the monkey and the rooster, right? And then basically after the rooster is the dog and the pig. And that's how you identify within this specific pattern that the void is the dog and the pig, right? And I can grab another one randomly. Let's just say, okay, next year's let's say the year of the Yangwood dragon, right? So you got the Yangwood dragon here, and you just count all the way down, and you got your tiger and your rabbit being the void, right? Because what's after the ox? It's the tiger and the rabbit. But it depends, because it depends on how you want to use the void and how are you calculating the void. Generally speaking, a lot of people would just use the day master to calculate the void. So for example, if you're born in the Ding Yo day, right here, column number 4, the Ding and the Yo, so the yin fire and the rooster, we would say that, oh, okay, the dragon and the snake, so Chen Si is are your void stars. Okay. So you can basically use this table and you say you're born on a specific day, whatever day it was, and then afterwards you just count all the way to the bottom, right? But the easier method is if you see someone's day master, whatever it is, like the easiest to calculate obviously is, okay, if the person is born on a Gui high day, there's nothing afterwards. So basically it goes to the rat and the ox, so that's and the Chou. So these two become your void, right? So this is basically the table that is being used. Very often we use the day. For example, like in Dali Ren, we use the day. Um, or else, if you only use the year as a void, then every divination you do is going to be that void. So for example, if next year is the Jiachen year, right? If you only use a year to calculate the void, so every divination you do throughout the whole year, the void is always tiger and rabbit. Does that make sense? The same with Qimen Dun Jia, right? So if you do your divination on the Jiachen year, so next year to 2024, you can't just look at the chart and say, oh, okay, Yin Mao is your void. So it's constantly Yin Mao is Yin is in the gun palace, right? And then so the what is it? Northeast, yeah. Northeast, or your east being the Mao, always your void. So your voided directions, which is obviously not true, right? So basically it depends on the method you use. It makes more sense, like depending on which method, right? Like I mentioned, if you use Daliren or Qimen Dunjia, does it make sense to just use the year to just specify, oh, this is a void for the rest of the year? No, it doesn't make sense, right? Whereas in the four pillars of destiny, you might have to look at the year and also a day, whether that person is born on a Ding Chou day, right? Then you got the Shen and the Yo as your void. Okay. So let's get to it. So four pillars of destiny. So just trying to figure out how to draw this. Okay, anyways. So you got your day, month, year. I should have hit the hour first. Okay. We got these. So I'm just gonna draw a line here. Just trying to make it straight as possible. So hard to make straight lines here. So you got your month, day, and year, right? So we got our 4 pillars, right? Your year, month, day, and hour. So what happens if, let's say, the void is found in the day, right? Well, the day represents the spouse branch, right? So obviously, if we have the day, spouse. So if the spouse is voided, voided spouse can equal difficulty in getting married. How come I can't even spell it? Difficulty in getting married or finding someone, right? Okay. And then, like, if you have it in the hour, this is related to children, right? Children or possibly people underneath you, right? So if you have that voided hour can mean, let's say, difficulty in having children, which is very true in many cases. I have a lot of examples. I'm not going to bring out any examples today. I'm just going to talk theoretically. Okay, so these are the 2 things that we can, how should I say it? 2 items that you can actually deduce from the chart to say that, oh, it's possible that it's very difficult for this person to get married because of the void, right? And then the hour being voided, difficulty in having children. However, if there is a combination, so let's say if the day is like, let's say Shan, right? If I have a Shan there, and that is my voided palace, and then let's just say I have a Zi. A lot of people want to know this, right? This is the $1 million question. What happens to this? So the Shen and the Zi, basically they're combined. This may reduce the strength of this combination. However, this could possibly nullify the void, depending on who you talk to, which master you studied from. A lot of records in the Chinese classics, they say that if there's a combination, whether it's the Sanhe, the 3 harmony, or the Liu He, or the directional, it's possible that this nullifies the void. So what I could say here is, just gonna add one more note here. So 3 harmony, 6 harmony, and or directional or seasonal can nullify the void, right? This is possible, right? I just put an asterisk here. It really depends, right? Depends on how you see it and how it's done. There's no set formula. Can't just look at 4 pillars and say, oh, this is a set formula. So we have a 3 harmony, boom, the void is nullified. Or you can't just say, oh, none of combinations can nullify the void. The void is there in the chart. Can't say that, right? But from being having worked on so many charts and tested it, a lot of times I find that these voids are nullified when you have a combination. That's what I found. Okay. I don't know whether you found or realized the same thing, right? There's so many people that can argue against this or for this, right? So at the end of the day, it's for you to test. And obviously you want to know what happens if the month is voided or the year is voided. Well, the month is usually people use it to represent the parents or people that are older than you, right? So possibly not having parents around you at a young age, that's possible as well. However, a combination can solve that problem as well. Okay. And then in the year represents older generation, someone that's further away that maybe you don't have any affinity with the grandparents, right? So it really depends on where the void is, right? The month, sometimes people can say that, oh, the void is there. That means the manager doesn't have good relationship with you, or your superior does not have any good relationship with you, which is also possible. So at the end of the day, you look at a four pillars chart, you have to determine, okay, where the void is there a combination? Is that combination good or bad? Right? And then look at a person's life and see, oh, okay, do they have any issues with people that are older than them, right? Or issues with spouse, possibly, if the void is in the day, right? So is it always negative? No, it isn't negative. Voids can also be positive, right? Having a void that is nullifying a bad energy. So if I have a void here, right? And I'm just gonna shove a tiger over here just to see what happens here. So if I have a yin, now we have a clash, right? It's possible that this clash is nullified. It's possible that this clash is nullified. So just circle this right here. Because of the clash between the tiger and the monkey. So we could say that, oh, okay, there's a lot of arguments between the child and the mother or the father, whatever, whoever, depending on whether it's male or female. So there's arguments between the parents and the child. By having that voided, that argument might dissipate. So when you're giving a reading to a person, they might say, no, I don't have any arguments with such and such. Well, it's possibly because the void nullified the arguments. Okay. Enough of four pillars here. Quickly go to Daliu Ren. I don't have time for Qi Men. It's pretty much the same actually. Qi Men and Daliu Ren there. The theory behind the void is almost the same. I'm gonna randomly pick let's go 2023. December. It's still November over here in Canada. December 1st on the other side of the world. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so what I have here is the monkey and the rooster being voided. Okay. Gui Mao Nian, that's this year, and then Gui Hai Yue, the month of the yin water pig. And then I got the yin fire ox as my day, yang fire horse as my hour. Anyways, let's not worry about that. Let's worry about this. So the monkey and the rooster. Monkey and rooster palace. We got to identify where is that in Daliu Ren. It's right here where the snake and the horse are located, right? So that's void and that's void. So the question is, if this person is the snake person, right? Snake represents fire. So let's say the person is born in a year, the snake. He's sitting on top of monkey, right? The monkey is voided. Monkey represents metal. Wants to go after the money. Money is voided. It's possible that he can't go after the money. Going towards this direction of southwest is unfavorable towards him because he can't go after. There's no money here. Because the top of the plate represents movement. The bottom of the plate represents it could be the location, something that's not movable, okay, something that's stationary. Okay. At the end of the day, the snake sitting on top of a monkey or the horse sitting on top of the rooster, very difficult to grab the money because it is voided. Okay. That's as plain as simple as that. And then people would ask, oh, why don't you look at this one too? Because there's a rooster and monkey here. I can look at that one as well, depending on what the reading is. Because if that person is born in a year of the pig, right? The pig is located down here in Daliu Ren, and there's a monkey above. We have to establish what the relationship is and what the divination is. Is there any significance to the monkey, right? The monkey represents the resource to the pig, right? So it's possible that there's not enough resource to feed the pig, right? Depending on what, like possibly education, studying, so on and so forth, right? Because there's resource on top of the pig. The resource is trying to feed the pig, but it's not sufficient, right? In Daliwen, we also care about the three transmissions here. these are not voided. When they are voided, it does create a problematic result or problematic ending to the process of to whatever we're trying to divine. So I don't want to go on further about this. I could talk forever, but the void does have a significant impact on Daliu Ren. It also does have a significant impact on Ximen Dunjia. Okay, it's ideal that the void is not part of the subject matter, whether it's the individual or the direction that the person is headed towards, right? So, for example, like the rooster represents obviously the West, and the rooster is right here, right? So if you want to head towards this direction, it's voided. So it's possible that that might not be the direction you want to go to for traveling purposes, for vacation, for work, whatever, right? So I'm just looking at it from one aspect. There's way more aspects when we talk about money, relationships, and so forth. Daliu Ren is quite a complicated subject matter. However, it's not that difficult once you have a firm grasp of the basics. It all comes down to basics in metaphysics, whether you're studying Bazi, Daliu Ren, Qimen. Understand the basics, understand what all these symbols do and what they represent. This earth and heaven plate, the 4 classes and 3 transmissions. Understand what these are about. And once the void is found in that specific location, then you will understand, oh, okay, this is affecting the outcome of the divination. All right. So that's all I have for today, just talking about Void Star. Okay. So I'm going to be signing off. I might carry on and talk more about the void stars in the future, and might bring up some examples. I have tons of examples. I just don't have time to put together the examples to explain in terms of how it affects real life, how it affects people's charts. But you can probably test it out to see whether some of the theories that I just pointed out works. All right. I'm going to sign off and hope everyone found this useful. And hopefully I can make more videos. I should be able to make more videos in the next few weeks or so. All right. Have a good day.